Thank you very much. It's great to be here tonight. Great to see this room filled. I want to begin by acknowledging all of you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for continuing to believe. Thank you for being here tonight, because we know that the journey is a long road, and it's going to take many, many, many people to get us to a place where we all want to be. I want to also give my thanks to the organizers of our organizing tonight. It's great to have you here. Thank you for opening up this effort. And I want to give a special thanks to Congresswoman Gwen Moore. I am so happy she is representing us in Washington, D.C. Now, I know the purpose of tonight is to get everybody fired up, so I might rain a little bit on the parade a little bit, because I want to talk to you about something that's very, very serious, and that is where we are right now as a nation. I have been traveling around the state, and I have been talking to thousands of people in this state, and we have to acknowledge where we are right now. The people in this city, the people in this state, the people in this country are concerned. They're scared, they're nervous, they're angry, because there are so many people that are hurting. I would venture to bet that everyone in this room, if you have not been affected directly by the economic downturn, knows someone who has. Someone who has lost their job, someone who has lost their home, someone who has lost their health care. And we have to acknowledge that reality, because it is true. It is true, and if we deny it, we are making a mistake. But what is also true is that President Obama has been in office for 13 months and 2 days. And has he been able to reverse 8 years of George Bush policies in 13 months? No. We all know the answer to that. No. You cannot turn that around in 13 months. And we have to look back at where we were in October, November, December of 2008, where the discussion was not how many jobs are being created. The discussion was, are we going to avoid a depression and a worldwide economic meltdown? That's what the conversation was 15 months ago. And President Obama came in, and the Democrats in Congress avoided a depression in this country. That's what happened. That's what happened. And we got no help from the Republicans. The Republicans were ready to stand by the side and let it happen. Now, President Obama is continuing to fight. He's fighting for health care, he's fighting for jobs, he's fighting for a clean environment. And he's done something that I've learned as mayor, and this is what I tell people. If there's anything you learn as a mayor, it's that people do not care whether their garbage is picked up by a Democrat or Republican. They just want their garbage picked up. And people don't care whether their snow is plowed by a liberal or conservative. They just want their roads plowed. And President Obama has tried over and over and over again to extend his hand to the Republicans, asking them, begging them to work with him. Right. And each and every time they have said no. What I want to see is, I want to see a United States Senate where a filibuster requires the filibustering senators to stand on the floor and show the American people who is standing in the way of progress. Because right now we see virtual filibusters. Virtual filibusters, where someone just has to say, well, I'm going to filibuster. And that's the end of it. Well, where's the fight? Where is the fight? If you believe so strongly that something's wrong, then you stand there 24 hours and you read from that telephone book. But we're letting them get away with it by just saying no, no, no. And what we need to do is we need to fight even harder. And we have to do everything we can to create jobs in this country. And the reason why we have to work so hard to create jobs in this country is because of the values that go along with jobs. Those values of having the ability to send your kids to school, having the ability to pay for the health care that we're all fighting so much for, having the ability to stay in your home and not face a foreclosure. Those are the serious issues that are occurring. And what I think is so important by you being here tonight is 15 months ago, we were all exhilarated. We were all ecstatic. But let's face it, a lot of the cameras are gone, the shine is gone, and this is where we get tested. This is where we get tested. Anybody can swim with the current. What we have to do is we have to recognize there are people who are trying to stop progress, they're trying to stop improvements that President Obama is pushing in Washington, D.C. So our job is harder now than it was 15 months ago, but I'm here to tell you that it's more important than it was 15 months ago. And it's important for us to be organized, to stay organized, and have people-powered politics and people-powered policy in this country. So let's do everything we can to try to get a meaningful health care bill, to try to get a meaningful jobs bill, to try to get a meaningful climate control bill, and let's do everything we can to make sure that every American has a job where they can support their families. Thank you for being here tonight.